What you got coming out? What you got new? What do you want to put out there?
Videos. Look out for the Nasty video. We actually working on Materialistic Slaves video, Best Friend video.
Okay.
Projects. November we dropping the One Wish radio. It's gonna be on iTunes.
Mm-hmm.
And I got an album coming out that I really don't want to discuss.
Okay. You said The Slave, right?
Mm.
You gonna make a video for that?
Mm.
What's your vision on that? Just real quick. You can't spill no beans on that?
Mm-mm.
But okay, so let's talk about the track itself.
Okay.
What are you the message you're trying to put out on that song? Go ahead.
Well, the whole song was basically, like, back then, I wasn't the kid that had all the gear, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I called it Materialistic Slaves, because I think people nowadays is just so in touch with, like, fashion. Like, back in the day, it wasn't, like, I look at it like, I'm a guy, you know what I'm saying? From a guy standpoint, guys like to impress females.
Mm-hmm.
So from a female standpoint, she looks down before she looks up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be like that. It should be how I approach you. You know what I'm saying? Because you can look down, I'd be like, "Yo, what up?" Like, "Oh, you look down, babe. Let me take you to dinner." Mm-hmm. It's like two ways the guy can approach a girl. So that's why I made the song based on a girl's point of view of a guy. Like, you don't look first there, right here. You know what I'm saying? You don't look here, you look there.
Yeah.
That don't make a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, the materialistic things don't make a person. You're not gonna take that with you when you're gone. You feel what I'm saying? And the whole song concept was basically me in this dark place when I ain't really have it. You know what I'm saying? Telling my story. And it was just, I felt like at the time when I ain't have it and everybody else had it, you know, I was getting played. I wouldn't get no play. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I felt like F the world, you feel what I'm saying? Like F the world, F whatever came with it. But at the time went on and I got older and I started to realize this is like me actually writing and to start to think about like all the times where I did get played, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Materialistic slaves, like I felt like a slave behind a slave, you feel what I'm saying? Because it was times where I did get fly and then the girls came around. That's what I was caring about back in the day, the girls, and how can I present myself in a new, different way? And now it was like, how does she present herself? You know what I'm saying? It was like a double standard kind of. Like, I wanted to feel like, put yourself in my shoes when I ain't have nothing. Now put yourself in your shoes when you ain't have nothing. How are we two different people? Yeah. When you got on Jordans and I got on Skechers, how are we two different people from right there? Because yours is more expensive? No, it doesn't matter. It's about what the mind thinks, about how you approach somebody, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. That song was based off of, basically like a girl, basically. Like, I made it more for a girl than made it more for people that get bullied. Like, oh, you ain't got the nice job, no, you bum. You know what I'm saying? You a bum, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't better than me though. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what makes you better than me as a person? I might have on Skechers, but my mom might be driving a Bentley. My pops might have a degree. Your moms might be living in the you know what I'm saying? It's like, you never know what the person goes home to. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the basically song was on.
Do you feel like, now that you have a little bit more in life, you're a little bit older, do you feel like you're a materialistic slave to like the brand? Do you feel like you're a slave to the brand?
Nah.
No?
I don't. I never feel like I'm a slave to the brand. I mean the brand, Scotty, because I don't really buy clothes like that. That's not really one of my things. Like, I'm more into technology and animals and, you know, weird stuff like drawing. I'm not really into the fashion thing. Like, if I was into the fashion, I'd create my own fashion line, which we're supposed to be working on. But I'm not really.
Guys, you have a nice sense of fashion. I was gonna say you're gonna go in that direction, that type of route.
Yeah, in the future. But right now, fashion was never really my thing, so it's not something I really focus on.
Well, what opened that door for you? Like, who opened that door for you? Yeah. As far as like, you know, doing your own shit. Doing
my own shit. Well, it was like people like back in the day. It was like, I mean, you from New York, so you know Biggies and Pele's, and I never had that. You know what I'm saying? It was like everybody had. It was the biggest thing out, and I didn't even give a hell about it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, if y'all buying $300 worth of a leather jacket, and Maury's was fake ass Gators. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I think about the old school. I don't think about the new school, like all this Balenciaga and shit. That's just regular shoes with just the design and the stripe on the side. You know what I'm saying? Yeezys, cotton sneakers with stripes on the side. It's like.
Do you think it's a little extreme what Kanye West is doing with the fashion?
Nah, I think I think he's doing the right thing.
You think he's doing the right thing?
You can't really name too many black people that owns an enterprise in clothing. H&M is not owned. H&M is owned by a Chinese lady, I believe. Balenciaga is owned by a white guy. Old Navy owned by, no, I'm not racist, but it's just white companies. We don't really have what bank you got?
Chase.
What bank you got?
Chase.
Nobody in here is financed by a black bank.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, or Puerto Rican bank, or we all together. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody goes for the high corporate ones. Like, they have a Hispanic bank and a black bank and everything like that. Nobody really banks with them. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like.
So do you think in Kanye West in his shoes that, he's trying to sell clothes to the urban youth? Do you think that he should make it at an affordable price so we can buy it more and rock it more and support him a little bit more? Do you think the prices are right for us, people like me and you?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't think it's right, but think about how we came up, right or wrong. You doing interviews right now, you know what I'm saying? In the future, you might interview the president. That price is going to go up. That's the president. You sit next to the president, you got to raise your price. I don't think it's wrong. I think it's smart. I think it's wrong in the sense of you got us, people like that's in the lower class, but at the end of the day, he came from here. You know what I'm saying? Like, he came, where he used to live at is worse. Chicago's way worse than New York City. You gonna lose your mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to talk on that subject, but they way worse than New York City. You feel what I'm saying? So from where he stands at is like, we really didn't have it. Now that we got it, we're really gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? And he's not. See, people look at him like he's wrong. Oh, well, his color look at him like he's wrong. He's not charging us as blacks this price. He's charging whites also. They charging us $4,000 for a pair of jeans and sneakers. He's also charging them.
Yeah, you're right.
You feel what I'm saying? So people don't look at it like as a he's on our side. They look at it as like, oh, he's taking their side because we can't afford this. Maybe it's not for you to afford. Maybe it's for him to rape these people that's raping us. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you really think about it.
As far as he's going with his fashion, do you think it's a little extreme, or you?
What do you mean by that?
Some will say his clothes look like homeless people clothes, or his shoes look too outrageous to wear. Do you feel that same way?
No.
Do you feel like he's genius in what he's doing?
I don't feel like he's genius. I don't feel like he created that because people had holes in their sneakers walking around like it was nothing back in the day when I was coming up. I had holes in my Converses before and still walked around and played ball like nobody knew it and everybody thought it was a style. Remember back in the day when the rip on the side, it was really a rip that you really ripped and everybody thought it was a style? Yeah. And ripping the holes and that was been out, but it was just a bright idea for him to use it in a marketing skill way. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. We're going to switch gears, okay? And I want to talk about your squabble or little altercation you had with Vince Staples. Go ahead and tell us about that.
I wouldn't say it was an altercation. I was downtown with my homeboy. We was coming from H&M. We was having a good time. I think he came to pick me up from my job. This is like before he came to pick me up from my job. We walking across the street. I think it was Bryant Park. We walking across the Bryant Park street towards the Chipotle and Zara's on the corner. We walking across the street. His car comes like right here, like towards us. So we like, yo, we had the walk past. You speed and you stop. So we was gonna keep it pushing, but he like the way that just happened was just like he was like what? You like you almost hit us with your car. Bro, you good? Like
you felt like he was in the wrong and he was coming at you like
but it was a cool situation. Other than the fact that my homeboy didn't know who the hell
he was,
So, long story short, he found out who he was later on, but that was just a different story, man.
Okay. Your relationship with BENJIFILMS and the video he did for you. Okay, let's talk about that.
That's my boy. That's my boy. Nothing other than that. That's my boy. I mean, you know what it was back when I first hit him. Everybody was like the hype on BENJIFILMS at the time. You know, BENJIFILMS because BENJIFILMS is a known brand right now. Yeah. And when I hit him up, I thought he would be more of like this cocky dude that was just, I'm BENJIFILMS, you shoot here, I point this, you do that. Yeah. He was more humble. He was like, yo, where you want to go? And we just did it like how I wanted to. Like the thing about BENJIFILMS, I heard stories about BENJIFILMS is not a good photo a guy that shoots your videos and he's not a good person to really work with because his timing is off. It's like, think about it, bro. Like, you're managing yourself. Like, this is your name on your business.
Yeah.
Like, this is you. Like, you're your own brand, bro. Like, his name is Benji.
Yeah.
Like, people don't understand that. Like, they think, oh, that's just a name that him and his friends came up with. That's really his name on that. So when you really think about that, if that's your name on that, that's your business, and you're that big, you're gonna have people from Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, Jersey, he called me one time. Matter of fact, he called me. I was calling him for a video. He was in California, like by himself with his camera and his crew. You know what I'm saying? Like his crew. Like, that's his company. He runs that. So it's like people get this mistaken where it's like, oh, he's wrong. He didn't call me back, or he didn't answer my text, and I was just with him. The dude is working.
He's busy.
You know what I'm saying? He's busy. He's a busy man. You know what I'm saying? And people gotta give him more credit. Like, he's from here, from our city, making it happen with celebrities. Like, he's one of the person that helped A Boogie blow up. You know what I'm saying? People don't really look at that. Like, look at A Boogie videos, BENJIFILMS. Like, he's blowing up. Like, he's helping us. Like, you want to get your shit out. Excuse my language, but BENJIFILMS. Like, and other people like help other people out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like my go-to is BENJIFILMS. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's my boy. That's my bro. We call each other. You know what I'm saying? We had a little miscommunication because he was working in Cali, I was working in New York, and I wanted to shoot a video at the time. It didn't happen, but